Good morning, welcome to Planet Mojo. It's time again for a big shift. It's kind of messy over here, and there isn't all that much to shift, but I'm going to be putting up a row right here, and this stuff's going to be in the way. This is the R30 insulation for the edges, and you can see this whole area is full of loose insulation, so it really can't go in there. I'm going to have to move it over here. With this tin here, I don't have a whole lot of space to move stuff, but then again, I don't have a whole lot to move. I got to move this insulation, but that's going really fast. Yeah. I don't want it in front of the bench. I don't want it in front of the tin. I guess I could probably go under the scaffold with it. Yeah, shouldn't be too hard. So, once I get everything shifted over, and I'm going to do some cleaning as well, I'm going to put some tin in. With any luck, I'll be able to get another row in today, but it's already really late, so I'm not too sure on that. In yesterday's video, I hung this light from the magnet. All I did was add 3 washers. I went back and forth on that. Where are the washers? These washers right here. They're nowhere near as big as the magnet. I believe the magnet is about 2 inches, and these are 1 inch. But 3 of them allowed me to get that on there. It is on there so tight that it's going to be hard to get it off, but at least the light is safe. Where are those? That's this magnet down here. It's a 200-pound magnet, so it should be able to hold that light up no problem, even if it's bumped or something. I was going to put this metal slug up there on the other side of the tin, but I tried it out on some scrap, and it held so tight that I don't know if I'd be able to get it off without ruining the tin. So in the end, I didn't use this. As far as the weather goes, my nice warm weather is going to end soon. I think we have like 6 more days of fairly nice weather, and then it gets down to single digits at night, which makes it really cold in here during the day. But I do believe that I can get the ceiling done, and with any luck, get this wall done before that. So let's get this stuff shifted over and then get started with this next row of tin. All right, got everything nice and clean and shifted off the wall. I also shifted my workbench from right there over to here where I'm going to need it. Now, first thing I got to do is figure out where I want to drill the hole through the panel. We have this big wire that's going to come down and go to a sub panel here. And where I had it marked to drill the hole actually falls right in between 2 panels, so it can't go there. I would rather not move it this way closer to where a door is, so I'm going to move it back this way. And what I think I'll do is just go right through, like right through the middle right here. So all I got to do is take my panel, that over there, and measure the distance to where the knockout is. And I'm going to have a 3/4 inch wall here too, so add that, figure out my location, and get the hole drilled. It will actually be, wait, which side? No, it'll be on this side. Okay, so we'll get that hole drilled. We'll see how this works. Drilling through thin metal like that is always a problem. And last time I had a really dull bit, but it had much more teeth on it than this. These are carbide teeth, which do better in metal, but the amount of teeth is not going to do that good. So hopefully this goes fairly smoothly. No matter what, once the conduit goes up through it, it's going to have a trim ring around it. So even if it gouges it up a little bit, that should be okay. I don't think it will, but it very well might. If you've been following the channel, this was my main power supply for almost a year. I had this hooked up to a big fat cable that went out to the pedestal out there. Now everything's all permanent except for the mounting of the box. And we have 1.5 inches plus the 3/4 inch plywood that's going to go on the wall, which is going to make 2.25 in. So it's going to go right here. All right. I have a board as a backer, and I have it long enough so I can kneel on it so it doesn't go flying out. Best guess is that as soon as this penetrates the metal, it's going to want to jerk it all over the place. I could use a jigsaw, but I don't know. I want to try this first. All right, I'm using Tap Magic cutting fluid, and I'm going to go really slow. Make sure I'm on my mark. I'll do it. That wasn't that bad. Hurt my arm a little bit when it jerked like that, but that's just because my arm is kind of injured right now. All right, I'm going to file these edges real quick, and then we'll get this panel up. Pretty damn good. Okay, I got this panel in. I'm kind of rushing ahead because I have really little time today. I got a late start. Just wanted to show you this. You could see a bunch of these staples did not make it through, and that's because this is Douglas fir and this stuff is hard as a rock. When it gets colder out here, this gets harder because the water in it freezes, and when it's super cold, it just snaps off the screws. You got to pre-drill every screw. So hopefully I'll have this done before the real cold gets back again. I got to get these wires back down through the hole. I have my temporary wire going to the furnace. That's the yellow 12 gauge right there. I need to get that plugged back in to get the furnace on, but other than that, this looks really good. I have an issue right there on the other panel, but I'll be fixing that shortly. I'll show you what I'm going to do with that. Okay, I am going to have to go and walk the dogs. When I get back, I'll fix that stuff up. I'll nip anything off that I can and then hammer anything else up, because that needs to be nice and flush for the center panel to fit. Yeah, I am running out of time today, but I got to go feed and walk the dogs. That's pretty much mandatory. Okay, I'll get back with you in just a second. All right, the sun has just gone down and I'm having issues with this last panel. This one went in just fine, but we have 2 screws that broke right there that need some fixing, and I just broke a screw over here. I have to pull the head off yet. So I got, I don't know, 2/3 of the screws on each one of these. I think those are going to go fine, but I'm out of time for today. I'm going to have to come back tomorrow and finish up these ends and do my surgery on that. Let me show you this real quick. I got to get out there and walk the dogs before it gets dark, so I got to hurry up. All right, I got this on here. That's just holding this still. When everything is all said and done, the conduit is going to poke up about 1 inch past the metal here, and it's going to have this bell end on it, so the wire is not going to be exposed to any of this metal. It's not going to rub on it. And once this is all installed, it's not going to move around anyways. So tomorrow, first thing, I'll have to finish up that panel, then get up here and tape and install insulation. Then I'll have to go on another row. And that will be the last row before I start working on this wall again. I'm not sure if I'm going to show this next row or not, or if I'll just go back onto this with the partition wall. I got to move a bunch of that stuff in here, got to do a lot of stuff with the partition wall, so I'll probably just blast away and get this done tomorrow and not even film it. So when I come back, this will probably look a bit different, and I'll start getting this fixed in place. So if you want to see that, make sure you subscribe and click on the update icon. If you have any questions or comments, make sure you put them in the comment section below. And if you share the video and or give it a like, it helps the channel out greatly. Thanks for watching and have a great day.